Hi there, ladies and gents. This is day 3 of the AFL home training series brought to you together with NUTRITECH and Always Fit League. It's day 3, like I said, so if you haven't done day 1 or 2 yet, please go do those days first. Doesn't matter when you start, and just start with day 1, then progress to day 2, because we build on certain movement progressions both in the warm-up and the workout. Okay, let's have a look at what the workout is on my computer here. Got a fun little couplet here on consisting of the following. It's a 9-minute Amrap. So Amrap the ladder of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, etc. for 9 minutes. So you're going to keep going up. So if you get past 20, okay, you're pretty fit then, but do 22, 24, etc. We're doing kettlebell swings, 16 kgs and 12 kgs for ladies. And then broad jumps, 1 meter and 0.9 meter. Our score's total reps. On our scaled variant for the below average Joe, okay, we are doing the same ladder, but we're doing Russian kettlebell swings on a lighter weight, 12 kgs and 8 kgs. I'll show you what the difference is between a normal kettlebell swing or American kettlebell swing and a Russian kettlebell swing soon. And broad jumps, 0.5 meters and 0.4 meters. 0.5 for the men, 0.4 for women. Scores, total reps. Just quickly on the scoring, just to show you here, if you only do 1 round, you get 4 reps. Obviously, you're not going to do that little. But, so if you're in the 5th round, and you got 10 reps in the 5th round, you completed 8 and 8, so that's 40 reps plus 10 gives you 50. That's just to work out your score, and so forth. So I've gone right up to round 16, which is 32 reps, which no one should get to. So just for your convenience, you can use this to work out your score when you add in your scores on social media. So let's go on to the workout strategy and the goals, etc., just to see what we're doing here. And then we're going to go through the actual movements. Just setting up my camera here. There we go. So on this workout, I want you to choose a weight that you can move comfortably with. I don't want you to get stuck on this workout with the weight being too heavy, so you need to choose a comfortable weight that you can move well with great form. Start at a comfortable pace. Use the transitions as a little rest. So you might do 2 kettlebell swings, take a bit of a rest before you do your broad jump. So use those natural transitions to get a bit of rest in. As you get further along the line, 8, 10, 12, 14, etc. You might have to break those sets up, those rounds into smaller sets to get additional rest. For those that are a little bit more fit, obviously you can push pretty hard, especially towards the end. Don't redline until the last 60 to 90 seconds. For those that are less fit, just trying to move in those last 60 to 90 seconds at a slightly uncomfortable pace. I wouldn't say redline or push too hard. Okay, remember it's only your 3rd day, so we're just getting moving, so just work at a comfortable pace that you can manage. Okay, so let's look at the movement options and the equipment. So if you've got a kettlebell, that's great. You can use a kettlebell, you could use a dumbbell if you don't have a kettlebell. It's a little bit more difficult. You could use a rucksack. The rucksack that I've got for a tool bag. You could fill it with some cans or some heavy books, textbooks, maybe some books you don't like. So yeah, let's have a look. So let's just show you the options, and I'm going to teach you the technique. So just to show you, I can do a kettlebell swing, okay, with a dumbbell. Well, let's start with the technique. Okay, so from here, standing, straddling the kettlebell between my ankle bones, inside ankle bones. I'm going to stand no wider than shoulder width. Can go a little bit narrow to hip width as well. From here, I'm going to bend forward and I'm going to pick this guy up and I'm going to do a deadlift. So you first need to be able to do a deadlift. So I'm going to set up between my feet. Okay, I'm going to squat slightly, then lean forward. I'm going to have my shoulders over the handles. I'm going to grip with as many fingers as I can on the handle, depending on how big your hands are. Okay, and from this position, I'm going to start standing, okay, like this. I'm going to bring the kettlebell towards my knees. When I get to my knees, my shins should be vertical. If you look from the side, I should have vertical shins. So from the floor, as I come up, and I get the handle in line with my knees, my shins should be vertical. Okay, from here I continue extending up and stand tall in a deadlift top position. So again, when I go down, I'm going to lean forward with my shoulders, bum goes back to counterbalance it. My shins are vertical when I get to my knees. From here, the only way to get down is I need to drop my bum. Okay, I cannot lean my shoulders around my back. I need to drop my butt. Okay, and likewise to pick it up. Lift my butt, get those knees back, stand tall, squeeze the glutes. Okay, ribs down. That's my deadlift to get it up. From here, I'm going to initiate a swing. Okay, so I'm dipping it forward. I'm going to jump and swing, jump and swing, jump and swing, jump. I'm not really jumping, but I'm extending my hips as if I was going to jump. And that's your Russian kettlebell swing. So I really need to do like a jumping type position, going to straight legs, extending my hips aggressively, swinging the kettlebell out to a horizontal level. Again, deadlift up, okay, jump and swing, jump and swing, jump and swing. Okay, that's your Russian kettlebell swing that we'll do for the beginners. Okay, or someone who's less fit, the scaled option, RX option, we're going to go overhead and do a normal kettlebell swing. I just got to check my height here, I'm not going to hit my ceiling. Okay, I'm just going to stand a little bit backwards, a bit higher here. So from here, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, but I'm going to swing a bit higher. I'm going to go there. There we go. So when I reach overhead, I'm going to have my arms locked out overhead. Kettlebell is bottoms up. If you can see, it might be out of shot. Okay, straight arms in line with my shoulders, hips, knees and ankle. Okay, so that is the end position of the kettlebell swing. That's the American kettlebell swing. Okay, again, you'll have to put more force in from the bottom for any given weight. So make sure you get a nice hip extension, block it out overhead. Make sure you hold your hands tight. If you don't hold your hands tight, okay, this kettlebell can fall backwards. Okay, you don't want that to happen. So make sure you've got a tight grip. So some other options, if you've got dumbbells, you could possibly deadlift the dumbbell and then swing the dumbbell like this. Obviously the grip won't be as good, so just watch you don't release it and hurt someone or destroy something in your home. Okay, other options. If you don't have anything like that at home, I'd suggest getting a backpack. Most of you should have a backpack, or can get a strong bag or material. Even maybe wrap some stuff in a towel, make sure it's secured correctly. Grab on the handle. This is my tool bag. From here, I'm going to deadlift it up, then I'm going to initiate the swing. Swing, 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 swing. Okay. It's a little bit more swingy because it's a little bit unstable, but it'll do the job. Okay. With this, you might have to go do Russian kettlebell swings instead of going overhead, because the handle of this is not rigid, it's mostly going to flop. So play with it, maybe go a little bit higher than the horizontal, not quite vertical, but just play with that and just watch it doesn't land on top of your head or anywhere else. Okay, so that's your kettlebell swing. Remember to load your bag and use anything that weighs a substantial amount. So, broad jump. The broad jump now, you're going to measure out a meter. Okay, from there to there, those mats are a meter. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to jump from behind the mark to over the mark. My feet under my hips, and I'm going to use my arms, and I'm going to land in a semi-squat position. So we did air squats on Monday and in the warm-up yesterday. When I land, I'm in this position here. Okay, as if I'm going to go into an air squat. So feet under the hips, swing my arms, jump and clear that distance, land in that position, turn around and repeat. Turn around and repeat. Okay, the scaling options here, ladies are going a little bit shorter, scale variant. It's going to 1/2 meter and 40 centimeters. So a smaller little jump. If you can't jump for whatever reason, you can also just do a nice big broad step. Turn around, broad step. Okay, that might be challenging enough for you. And that's another way how to scale that option on the scale variant. Okay, so let's have a look at the warm-up that I suggest you do. 5 times 10 meters of moderate to brisk walking. Okay, or even a light jog if you've been jogging recently. Sideways walking, okay, or tracking, or actually jogging, just to show from the side. Okay, you're just going to track across, not crossing the legs, just a little sort of skip, otherwise just stepping. Karaoke next. So this one, I'm going to step across with the leading leg, always steps out. Back leg steps to the front. Left leg, my leading leg steps across. I step to the back, across, forward. Okay, and on the return, I'm going to lead the right leg, step to the front, step to the back. Step to the front, step to the back. To go faster, you can jog. Okay, most of you have done this in sports at school. Otherwise, just do it slower and stepping instead of jogging. Okay, we've been doing shoulder warm-up. Remember, good neutral position, long collarbones, palms facing out, nice big circles. Okay, palms facing forward. Okay, 10 to 15 there, forward, 10 to 15 backwards, 10 to 15 open, close. Playing with the angle slightly, crossing the arms, left on top, then right on top. In diagonal, same thing, make sure the elbows are locked out. Do some a bit more vertical, some a little bit more in diagonal. Okay, and then we're going to go to start warming up our back. Okay, we're going to go scorpion kicks. I'm sorry, not scorpion kicks, we're going to just do dropping our hips left and right. Equipment quick. So dropping our knees left and right, 90-degree bend, we did this yesterday. Shoulders on the ground, progressing into kicks, left, kicks, right. I can bend the knees, progressing to on my back, on my belly, scorpion kicks, kicking over the back, twisting, keeping my shoulders towards the ground. Watch that you don't, you protect your chest, ladies. You can use your hands like this on the ground to protect your chest. Okay, next. Hip lifts, just 5 to 10 of these guys, head relaxed, back, tummy tight, squeeze my glutes, lift, okay, progressing from there into air squats, okay, we go 5 to 10 of these, we did this, okay, day 1 and day 2, progressing into our deadlifts, so we did earlier. So you should take your implement, whether it's a bag, whether it's a kettlebell or dumbbell, and just do deadlifts. Start nice and slow, focus on getting those shins back, so knees out the way, stand tall, squeeze the glutes, ribs down, and repeat. Keep your head in neutral position, just performing deadlifts, 5 to 10. Once you've done that, we're going to go into our Russian kettlebell swing that I showed you earlier. 5 to 10 of those. Into 5 to 10 full kettlebell swings if you're doing the full kettlebell swing overhead. Okay, we did this earlier in the technique section as well. Progressing into some getting warm for the jumps. So we're just going to do some heel toe raises. We did calf raises yesterday, now we're going to progress to doing a toe raise. So just bring your toes up into a calf raise. Okay, heel toe raises, or heel toe rocks, I like to call them. Okay. 10 to 20 of those guys. Progressing into either doing with the skip rope, some single jumping, or jump claps. Jump and clap when you're in the air, at the midpoint, at your apex. Next, broad jumps, shorter broad jumps, like I showed earlier. Landing in my squat position, turning around, and repeating. Okay, As you warm up, you can jump further and further, and that'll get you warm for the workout. Obviously, you're ready to hit that workout. And then for the cool down, we're going to repeat that same initial warm up, but for a cool down, you're going to do for about 3 minutes. You can do less reps, walking or jogging, forwards, okay, sideways tracking, just easy, okay, and you can do karaoke. About a minute each, okay. If you're quite tired, just slow it down, just walk. You don't have to jog or run. And then we did the Samson stretch yesterday, so go review yesterday. I'll show you quickly once. Interlock the fingers, palms forward, straight arms. Reach overhead as high as you can. I'm going to do a nice lunge. Keep my width, I drop my back knee to the ground, my ribs are down, and I'm going to stretch forward, holding this position. Okay, hold it for the duration of the stretch. Trying to drive my hips forward, keeping my ribs down. Okay, we're going to hold that for 20 seconds and we're going to repeat that 2 to 3 times each side, left and right. And then we're doing a cross-legged stretch. Okay, we've been doing the leg hug stretch like this. Now we're going to progress to a cross-legged stretch. I'm going to just have my knees at 90, cross my leg, and I'm going to go with my hands and grab on this foot, this leg with the foot on the ground. Grab behind the knee, like I'm doing a leg hug stretch, and I'll bring it towards my chest. Make sure that this foot is I pull my toe to my knee. That protects my knee joint, so don't hurt my knee joint. So don't leave it dangling down. Pull it up to lock my knee joint, and I'm going to pull back on my leg to stretch my right glute. Important here, don't roll up onto my back. So don't do this so don't hold and then lift your butt. Keep your back and pelvis in a neutral position and just pull up and let it pivot at your hip joint. Okay, and not round your lower back. Okay, toes are up. Repeat the other side, same thing. And we're holding this also for 20 seconds on each side, 2 to 3 sets. Last stretch, we did the calf stretch yesterday, just against the wall, back leg straight, driving my knee towards the ground, keeping my heel on the ground. Okay, normal positioning. Pretend there's a wall here, just driving my knee to the ground, keeping my heel on the ground and my legs straight. We did it yesterday, so you can just review there as well if you want more details. And that's it, ladies and gents. Last thoughts. Remember to book out in your diary, time to train. Also, this is day 3, so go do day 1 first, and then day 2, as we do progressions along the way. And then please go like us on social media and follow us there. Always Fit League and NUTRITECH Fit. Thanks very much. Enjoy the workout, and we'll see you tomorrow.